She is out, boys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, this is a 325 wagon. It's a 2003, and if you've been following the channel, you guys seen me done some repairs already. When the owner first bought the car, I had to replace the radiator and then the heater pipe as well. But the car was overheated one too many times, and now it needs a new engine. So in this video, I'm going to be replacing the engine in the wagon, in the E46 wagon. And the car is a 2.5, and I'm going to be installing a 3.0 engine. So yeah, guys, should be a good one. Let's jump right into it. Guys, here we go. So this is definitely not gonna be a DIY, but I will try to explain a lot of the stuff as I get it done. But yeah, guys, it's a lot of work, and I'm trying to get through it as fast as possible, so this is not gonna be a walkthrough DIY. Alright guys, this is where I'm at right now. On this particular car, I already replaced the radiator, the fan clutch, and water pump. So if you want to see how to remove these items, I'm gonna leave the video on the top.
Perfect.
So it's a bit of a pain in the butt to get to the starter bolts back here. So what I did is I have a jack under the engine, and I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the motor mount bolts 60mm and lower the engine a little bit, so that way I have a little bit more clearance to remove the starter bolts.
Oh my God!
One eternity later.
Alright guys, that was no fun, guys. This bolt was frozen in there. I had to cut it off just to be able to take it out. Alright guys, so the wagon is an all-wheel drive, which means the axle is gonna have to come off. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the passenger side axle.
Perfect.
She is out, boys. It looked like the head gasket was leaking from cylinder number 6.
The next day.
Perfect.
So I believe cylinder number 6 is where the head gasket is leaking. It's all wet in here. It's all wet. And as you can see right here, probably have the crack right here. And yeah, guys, don't let your car overheat, man. Maybe just once, a little bit is okay, but you don't want to overheat your BMW, especially because they're aluminum. So yeah, guys, this is what's gonna happen. As you guys can see, the watermark, definitely a blown head gasket. That's why the car was running so crappy. All right, guys, I have everything switched over. And the engine is ready to go back in. I hope it goes in easier than it came out. Alright, guys, so I dropped the engine in the other day, and when I tried to line it up with the bell housing, and the engine would not go flush, and I couldn't figure out why the engine wouldn't sit flush to the torque converter. I fought it a couple of times, so I decided to pull the engine back out. And check this out. As you guys can see, I guess the engine came from a manual transmission, and the crank, there's a bearing in there, as you guys can see right there. And this is the engine that came out of the car. As you can see right there, there's no bearing in there. That's where the torque converter sit in. So yep, that's been fun trying to figure out why the engine won't go flush to the transmission. Alright, guys, so I went ahead and removed the pilot bearings, and now the engine is ready to go back in. Alright, so the engine is in. I got my motor mount secure, my front differential. I'm gonna be replacing the valve cover gasket, and I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall everything, pretty much the intake manifold, swap out some of the parts for new ones, and I'm almost done, guys. I mean, this job is a little bit longer than a rear-wheel drive car because this is an all-wheel drive, so you have to remove a couple more stuff like the axle and the front differential. But yeah, guys, almost done. Alright guys, I'm almost done. I got the harness in. Hopefully I remember where everything goes. There's a lot of connector, guys. A lot of them has a tail. Just the way they're shaped kind of help you figure out where to go. So yeah guys, almost done. This is the front differential fluid. That's a 14 millimeter. And I'm just gonna fill it using my hand pump. So you just basically want to keep adding fluid until it starts to leak out, like you guys can see right there. And pretty much the whole bottle was used. I am pretty much done with everything on the bottom. I'm gonna be moving back to the top. I just need to install the belt, the intake manifold, reconnect all the connectors, coolant, oil, and we should be good to go, guys. Man, this engine kicked my ass. The all-wheel drive is a lot more work than I expected, but it's done. Alright guys, so the wagon belongs to my compadre, and I'm not really sure where he got this motor from. So hopefully after all this work, this is a good motor. I'm just gonna go ahead and add fluids right now, and we're gonna try to start her up and see what happened. Alright guys, so I added fluid, coolant, and oil. No obvious puddle anywhere, it's not pouring out. There we go. Well guys, I guess I jinxed myself. This thing leaked out all of the oil pretty much, and I can't even see where it's coming from. Oh man, I guess I can't find anything that's loose. I guess I'm gonna have to have somebody crank it while I watch to see where it's coming from. big old mess. Start it up, mijo.
Where's the keys?
It's in there.
It's in there.
Turn it up. Alright guys, so pretty much the only thing that's up in the front over here is the oil filter housing gasket, which I think is what's leaking. So I got a new gasket. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it, and we're gonna see what happened. So all you have to do is remove the belt. I think there's 3 bolts that holds this, and the alternator has to come out as well. Definitely. Most likely it's gonna be the oil filter housing gasket. Well, I guess I was right. God damn, look at all that oil, guys. So it was pretty much just dumping out all of the oil when the engine is running. Look at this. They actually put some silicone on there. If you're gonna go through the, or probably it was when they replaced the old gasket, they added some silicone. God damn, what a mess. Well, hopefully guys, that's my problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out the gasket, put everything back together, cross my finger, and hopefully that's it, man. All right guys, so I have the new gasket on. The torque for the bolts that are 22 Newton meters. Alright guys, so I went ahead and replaced the gasket, reinstalled the alternator and the belts. But even before I put the fan clutch, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the car and see what happened if we still have the leak. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Second start. Alright guys, so I'm done with the swap. The wagon is running, but it's running like shit. It has a misfire. I suspect the engine is probably not as good as well, because when I did the spark plug, it was full of oil. So yeah guys, if you're gonna buy a used engine, make sure the engine is good before you buy it. And just go ahead and replace all your seal and gasket as well before installing the engine. Are you gonna end up like me, having to do stuff twice? So there you go guys, the engine is running, but like I said, it still have some misfires, because I suspect the head, the valve seals is probably leaking because it had a lot of oil when I changed the spark plugs. So if you like this video, don't forget, go ahead and smash that like. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.